The rise in cost of living in the UK has been so alarming. From the time I moved to the UK up till now, I have seen the cost of things gradually go up, and they're not coming down. Like, it is so bad that you can go to the store to buy something this amount, and by the time you go back next week or in 2 weeks time to get the same product, the price has gone up. The high cost of living is just so crazy, and it's beginning to affect me so much that I'm beginning to have a rethink, because what the prospects I had before coming, it's not what it's looking like anymore. So on this video, guys, I'm going to be sharing with you how we are surviving as a family of 5, the cost of running a home, and how much we spend every month as a family of 5. So I'm going to share with you my top picks and all. So if this is something you would want to see, I urge you to watch this video to the very end. You guys also know that surviving in the UK is about knowing strategic ways of managing your income. That way you can be able to live a better life and also enjoy life generally. Hi guys, my name is Genevieve and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am a YouTuber based in Birmingham, United Kingdom, and I am here with my family. On this channel, I share good stuff about lifestyle in the UK and of course, every other good stuff. You can check through my channel and catch up on all my videos. So guys, let me dive into how much we spend as a family of 5 every month. I'm going to be starting with the champion and the emperor of all bills, which is accommodation. When I was looking for school and trying to make up my mind as to which city we are going to be coming to with my family, I chose Birmingham because London was out of it, because London was so expensive. I chose Birmingham because when I was doing my research and looking at all these apps and sites for housing, I found that you could get affordable houses in Birmingham for £550, £650. You could see a 3-bedroom apartment. That was what I was seeing, but by the time we arrived here, that wasn't the case. The prices of property, renting, everything has just gone up, and you could barely see a 3-bedroom for 800, 850. You will still see them, but rarely. It's not like it is common. So right now, a 3-bedroom and all just have like 900 up to 1,000 depending on the case, and also even more than that, and depending on the area. Anyways, that's brought us to the amount that we are paying for rent. When we landed first, we were paying about £1,400 for rent, and then we now got another property where we are now paying £975 for rent. So every month we are paying £975 per month. I really wish it can get cheaper. I don't know if it's going to get cheaper or higher, but I wish it can get cheaper because I feel it's a whole lot. Once you're able to cut down the amount that you spend on your rent, you can be able to save a lot more. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to be mentioning, the next thing that we spend money on in the UK here is on council tax. Council tax is just the tax that the bureau of where you are living charges the citizens and the inhabitants of that area for road maintenance, taking out trash, lights on the streets, and all of that stuff that the council does to make the life of the citizens bearable. Luckily, I'm a student, so for the first year, both students and dependents, you're not supposed to pay council tax. And while we were here, immediately we moved into this place, we got the first council tax notification. It was £400 from December to I think the end of the year, kind of. And then we got another one till 2024 for £1,600. So we would have had like £2,000 to pay within this year while I've been living here. But because I'm a student, I'm exempted from council tax. So all those ones were waived, kinda. And I'm grateful for that, but it's not like it's going to last forever, because once your visa changes, once you're done with your student visa and your visa changes, you're going to start paying tax. So no council tax, okay? And the next thing is the electricity and the gas. So I mentioned in a video that I posted about things to consider before renting an accommodation. I'm going to leave the link somewhere up here. Go and catch up with that video. So in that video, I mentioned a lot of things about energy rating of your house and energy efficient house. house and all. So for this house, we spent £143 on both gas and light. This is a central heating house, and we got a deal when we moved into this place. The apartment already had a deal attached to it, and you pay £143 on direct debit, and that works both in summer and in winter. We're paying £143, and it makes sense for me because I know how much people pay during winter. It could go very high during winter, so it makes a lot of sense for me that we are paying £143 all through the year. During summer, one may argue that that's a little too much, but because it makes up for winter time when you're also paying less, so it just keeps you floating on a particular level kind of all through the year. So that's it. We spend £143 on light and gas. Then the next is water. Water will be receiving the bill, like the first time was about for 3 months, 30 something pounds. The next time was for about 6 months, 80 something pounds. So if I should split it up, we are paying roughly 18 to 20 pounds. So I'm going to leave it at 20 pounds cap, for a month. It's not up to 20 pounds, but I'll just leave it at 20 pounds a month for water. Next thing that cost us a lot of money is, of course, feeding. So for our feeding, initially our feeding was really, the money we spent on feeding was really down, because I brought a lot of food from Nigeria while we were coming, a lot of food stuff from Nigeria. So I was just making things from my kitchen. We're not really spending so much money. It's just a few things: milk, eggs, a few perishables that we were getting from the English stores, bread, a few groceries really. But then those things were now dwindling down, and as we got more comfortable and our buying power kept on increasing, we were able to now start buying more things from both English stores and from the open market. So to that effect, it used to be about £200, but right now we spend up to £300, and even with the high rising cost of living, things are going up, we'll spend up to £300 a month. Also, the reason why it's not that much for a family of 5 is because I really don't shop from African stores. If you're also following me up on this channel, I just dropped a video too on the things I cargoed from Nigeria. So as my food stuff dropped, I had to cargo some more from Nigeria. It makes more sense to me that way. So you can also check out that video on the food items I cargoed from Nigeria and how to cargo food items from Nigeria. Okay, you're going to be saving a lot of money. I don't shop from African stores unless it's going to be buy oil, buy fresh vegetables. I don't buy all of that expensive stuff from African stores, so I tend to save a lot of money around that area. Okay, so the next thing that we spend money on is bus and transportation. We don't own a car, so we're not paying any car insurance, MOTs, and all the bills that comes with owning a car. Now, if you ask me, I will say that having a car is more expensive than you using the metro, but then having a car is more convenient. But I'm enjoying where I am as I am right now until we get a car. Okay, so for our transportation, myself, I use the West Midlands student bus pass, which is about £46. It used to be £40 before it was just increased a couple of months ago to £46. While my husband is the one who travels a lot more. He does more, he goes out more, he travels further, and or he uses the train and all of it. So he spends at least up to £180 or £160 per month on transportation. So I'm going to leave transportation for myself and my husband at £200 every month. Is the internet and the phone bill. For the internet, we pay £26 every month, and then for the phone bills, we just pay £20, £10 each for my husband and I. Okay, this the internet, the phone bill is just for you to make calls and receive calls. The internet, you don't really get to use it unless you're on transit or something. So we just do the £10 subscription for phone bill. Clothing. For clothing, I don't really shop every time. Before now, I only shop on demand, but I noticed that, like I said, also, I'm getting a bit more comfortable in the UK and my spending power is kind of increasing. And so we've been spending a lot on shopping recently. Like during summer, there was need for us to go shopping, and I shopped for my kids. I've also been doing a little picks for myself 1 or 2 times. So I can say that in a month, £150 on clothing for all of us. Okay, even though my husband will say that it's me that is spending, it's not him at all, but we spend on clothes for the kids. Just last month I did shopping also for back to school and all. So even though it's not something that happens all the time, but for clothing I would say £150 month. For miscellaneous, I'm going to say miscellaneous because there are some things that you might not really factor into your life as you go, like, you know, your kids are having a birthday party and they have to show up with a present. They want to get a present for their teacher, they want to get a present for their classmates or their friends, or you want to dash somebody money, or there are just some things that you don't plan for. Like sometimes you finish doing the monthly shopping, but you just want to go and pick up maybe milk from Asda, for example, and by the time you're leaving Asda, you've spent £20, you spent £30 depending. And you know that, like I said, the more you're comfortable and the more your power of spending happens, the more likely you are to buy on impulse. So for all of that impulse, you know, charity and all that, I'm going to leave it at miscellaneous, and then I will leave it at £150 cap. Sums up to about £2010. So I'm just wondering, this is very high. It's very high in my own opinion, because council tax has not entered. I've not even got a car. I'm not still living my baby girl life. So what it means is that we really need to, you know, up our game and all. For me, it is very expensive. It is way too expensive, okay, compared to the income that we are bringing in. It is very expensive. If you have any way to bring down the prices of these things, please let me know in the comments. To be honest, this is crazy. £2010 is a whole lot. Like, I've not even started living my baby girl life. I've not even started living my baby girl life, and the bills are like this. Ha. Guys, okay, so this is what we spend in a month. Tell me, which area do you live? How much do you spend in a month? What's the number of your family? We're 5. What's the number of your own family? How do you supposed to manage? What do you spend in a month? I really want to know, guys. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video to this point. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't be a stranger, okay? It's very pleasant to meet you. I will be with you in the comment. Let's chat in the comment. See you in my next video, guys. Bye.